everyone, my name is Elsa. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do the video I love to do the most in the entire universe, and it is my TBR game. So, if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I have ordered cards that I created myself. They still haven't arrived. Let's just not talk about it. So, I will be refunded, I will contact them, and I will have to print them again. It will be a mess, but yeah. So anyway, for this month I'm going to do what I did last month, which is project the cards on the screen. So it's not as good as having the physical cards, but I think it's okay. So you tell me guys if it's just unbearable, but I think, you know, it's okay. So first let's see how I did last month. So I did great, but the books I picked weren't that great. This wasn't the best reading month ever, unfortunately. So the first book I had to read was Bear, Otter and the Kid, which was okay. I finished it, gave it 3.5 stars. Then I had a manga series, Red River. I read the first 3 volumes and it's a 2 stars series. I'm going to DNF it. Then we had The Haunting of Tramcar. This one I gave 3.5 stars. Then there was One of Us is Lying, and this was such a surprise, and I gave it 5 stars. Then we had Ghachar, and this one I gave 2 stars. I have only 2 left, Feet of Clay and Sword of Kaigen, and I'm currently reading them. So I'm going to count them as read, you know, like, because I at least started them. I still have a few days before the end of the month, so I might finish them, and if I don't finish them in June, I'm going to finish them like the 1st or the 2nd of July. So for me, I succeeded in reading all the books on my TBR. Feet of Clay and Sword of Kaigen are amazing so far, so hopefully they will be 5 stars, but yeah, the rest of them weren't that good. But maybe because I wasn't so lucky last month, I got blessed by the gods of TBR, and you're going to see I had such amazing prompts, and all the books on this list I'm sure will be 5 stars. You will see, you will judge. Let's go into the game. Let's start this game. I'm so excited. Today we're going to be Edna from Incredibles. Can it focus? No, it can't. But well, it's Edna. She's our little character, and she's going to start here. And she has to go all the way here. I don't have a number of rolls, you know, the game will be over when she reaches this point. And last time I thought it was a bit, the ending was a bit anticlimactic, because the last roll made me cross the finish line, and so we didn't have a last book with the last roll of the dice. So I decided to shake things a little, and when I cross the line, I will use a number generator on Goodreads on my standalone shelf, and it will help me pick the last book I will have to read for my July TBR. So if you're new here, the rules are quite simple. You have you know, these different categories. So Walt Disney is for this jar. So in this jar I have the name of the sequels to series I'm currently reading, and so I will pick one from the jar if I land here. For the other ones, I'm supposed to have 5 deck of cards, but as you know, they haven't arrived yet, so I will project them on the screen. And so the Hercules are for genre prompt, so you know, steampunk, etc. The Sun from Tangled are Goodreads generator. I have, you will see I have 1 card for each shelf on Goodreads, you know, like historical fiction, science fiction, fantasy, etc. For Incredibles, these are content prompts, a book with siblings, a book with witches, something like that. And then you have Atlantis. So for this one, it's a book type prompt. So, you know, the book must have more than 500 pages or something like that. And finally, we have Monsters and Sea that are for author prompts, like a book written by an Indian author, a book written by a South American author, something like that. So, here's for the rules. As I don't have the physical cards yet, don't get me started on this one, I will use a number generator on the cards I have on my computer. So it will still be a random pick, but with a number generator. You will see how it works in a minute. So let's start this. Oh, I'm so excited. So let's roll the first one. What do we have? 2. 1, 2. Oh, good generator. So let's see what we have. And we got 10. And so 10 is choose a historical fiction on Goodreads with a number generator. Oh, I'm so excited because historical fiction isn't a genre I read a lot of, and so yeah, it will it will be a little bit different from what I usually read, and that's a good thing. So I got choose a historical fiction with a number generator. So I used the number generator and I got Malibu Rising. I'm so excited because I read Daisy Jones and the Six and the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I loved both of them, and so yeah, I'm so excited for this one. And you know, Gods of the TBR, this is the one I got. All right, next roll. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 again. All right, let's see what we have this time. And it's 5, and 5 is choose a standalone on Goodreads with a number generator. Oh, I'm so happy. I love this one because I'm always afraid to, you know, fall on a series, but a standalone is safe. I'm so excited. So I use a number generator on my standalone shelf, and I got The Kind Worth Killing. So this is a thriller, and I heard amazing things about this one, and I just can't wait to read it. Third roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Incredibles. So, and we got 2. So, which one is 2? Read a book with an animal companion. Oh, that is so cool. So I got Read a book with an animal companion, and this one was easy. I'm going to read Assassin's Quest, which is the last book in the Farseer trilogy, and I'm going to buddy read it with one of my best friends, Olivia, and I'm so excited for this one. I've loved the series so far, and I can't wait to read this volume. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. I love number generators, and I'm getting so many. And we got 9, and 9 is choose the first book in a series on Goodreads with a number generator. Oh, that is scary. I used a number generator on my, you know, series shelf, and I got Senlin Ascent. This is a series I've been meaning to read for so long. I really hope I'm right, but from what I heard about this book from everyone around me, I'm just sure it will be a new favorite, and I just can't wait to read it. Alright, next roll. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Atlantis. Oh, a new one. So, and we got 11. So which one is 11? Oh, Read a French book. I got Read a French book, and amazingly, I almost never read French books. Like all the books I read either in English or in Japanese. I actually created this prompt to force me to read French books, and I have an amazing one I've been meaning to read for so long, and this is Le Paris des Merveilles. So can you see this cover, this gorgeous cover? So this is a trilogy, and I don't know how you say it, but all 3 volumes are inside this one. So I won't have to read the entire thing, just, you know, the first volume. It must be, you know, something like that. And I'm so excited. This is historical fiction taking place in the 1800s in Paris, but a fantasy Paris with magical creatures and steampunk, and there's a mystery, and it just sounds so cool. Next roll. 3, 1, 2, 3. Woo! Monsters and Sea. 7. A book written by a Western European author. For this one, I chose an English writer, and I chose Castle in the Air. So this is the second volume in the Howl's Moving Castle series, but actually they are companion novels, so you can read this one without having read Howl's Moving Castle. I loved Howl's Moving Castle. Like, this was just everything. I loved it. Like the whimsy, the writing, everything that happened, I just loved it. And this is the first half of the book is very similar to the movie that I love as well. The second half not so much, and I love the movie, I love the book, and they're so great. And this is the second volume. So I think Sophie and Howl do a little appearance at the end, but basically it's a whole new story with new characters. And I just love this author, like the way she writes. I can't describe it. It's so whimsical and fairy tale-esque. I just love it, and I can't wait to read this one. And I think maybe last roll plus the very last one. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we we just finished it, and like I said at the beginning of the video, as I cross the line, we're going to use a number generator for the standalones on my TBR shelf, and we'll see what I get. I imagine this new rule where I have to pick a book with a number generator on my standalone shelves when I cross, the finish line, because it would be anticlimactic if I didn't. So we have one last book, and the one I got is My Plain Jane. So this is the companion novel to My Lady Jane. I loved My Lady Jane like I didn't think I would love it so much, but I did. This was so funny, so whimsical and absurd and just going everywhere. The characters were great, the love story was beautiful, everything was just amazing. And I love this book. And so this is a companion novel, so those two stories have nothing in common. They're just written by the same authors with the same principle, which is a retelling with a very funny vibe of a very famous story. And so this is the retelling of Jane Eyre, but I heard there is a mystery, a great love story, and I'm sure it will be hilarious because I read the first one and it was hilarious. My official TBR is just amazing. Honestly, I really think all of them could be 5 stars. I hope I'm right, we'll see, but yeah, I'm just extremely excited for this TBR. I will also read a few more books because they are either buddy reads or for my book club. So the first one is Wundersmith, which is the second book in the Nevermore series. I buddy read the first volume, Nevermore, with Laurence over at Reading with Laurence last month, and we just loved it. It was so good. I highly recommend the audiobook. It was just such a fun ride, and I can't wait to buddy read the second volume with her this month. Then we have Malice, which I was supposed to read 2 months ago, and I just didn't have the time, but my cat is just, grooming himself right behind the camera, and so he's making the camera move. Garfield, please, could you stop? No, it's not going to stop, so let me just get rid of him. Sorry, I'm back. So I was saying that Malice, I was supposed to read 2 months ago, didn't have the time, and I promised myself I would read it this month, so I'm reading it. Then we have our buddy read pick, and this is the Ember Blade. I heard amazing things about this one. I can't wait to read it. It is a huge monster though. I think it's like 800 pages. Yeah. This is a bit scary, a bit daunting, but I heard amazing things about this one. And the fact that this is a book pick means I will be able to talk about it with all my friends on the Discord server, and so that's amazing and I can't wait. I'm part of the Dragon's Library book club. I will link the Discord server down below if you want to join us. We read one adult fantasy book each month. Then I have Days of Blood and Starlight, which is the second book in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy, which is written by Laini Taylor, the author of Stranger Dreamer. Stranger Dreamer is my favorite series of all time, so I have huge expectations. I actually just finished the first book in the series. I liked it, but didn't love it, so I'm a bit disappointed, but I heard the series gets better, and so I bought the entire trilogy, so I'm at least going to read it. So yeah, I'm going to read this one, but I think it might be 4 stars and maybe not a 5 stars. We'll see, I hope I'm wrong. And finally, I have Aristotle and Dante, which is a young adult contemporary, and I'm going to buddy read this one with John over at Walker Wright 7. He's amazing, I love him. We are booktube besties because we have extremely similar book taste. We tried to buddy read In Deeper Waters last month, and I didn't like it much. He liked it a bit more than me, but not that much either, and so we struck out. But this time I'm extremely hopeful this will be an amazing book that we will both love, and so yeah, I hope it will be a 5 stars. So this is it for this month TBR, which is quite ambitious, let's say that, but as all these books I'm extremely excited about, I think it will be okay. We'll see. If you've read any of the books I talked about, please tell me in the comments, and as usual, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching. See you around, guys.